Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tia at B5 Designs. If you're joining me again, thanks for stopping by and taking time out of your day to see what I got going on. And if you're new to my videos, I appreciate that you've stopped by as well. And I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. And of course, I appreciate everybody that hits the like button and leaves a comment. I do read them, and I've said this before, sometimes I don't know how to answer or if I should answer because, we're all making comments saying, oh, what a great video, or oh, I really like how you did that, or whatever. So I don't always know whether I should reply, if that makes sense. But if you ask me a question, well, I read all of them, as I said, but if you ask me a specific question, I do reply in that respect as well. So I'm going to show you this video, or this, oh my gosh, I've got a situation going on over here because my stinking craft desk, I clean it up and then I mess it up. I clean it up and then I mess it up. Well, because I'm crafting. So I don't have all of the dies that I used sitting out. I do, I'm getting frustrated. Okay, maybe I do. All right. So what I'm going to do is tell you that this was a swap hosted by Beck's Crafting World. She is on YouTube and Instagram. I believe that is her handle for both Instagram and YouTube. And she's very sweet, very, very sweet lady, gal, girl, whatever. I don't want to say lady, kind of sometimes sounds like it makes a person sound old. That's why I'm like lady, gal, girl, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Rebecca's really super sweet, and I just enjoy her videos. Her swap videos are super good when you join a swap, and she does the reveals, and she's very crafty. So this one was Loaded Bag, and it's Halloween themed, and you were to follow the tutorial by, I'm trying to think because my brain doesn't always work, Bethany over at Your Crafty BFF. Bethany's amazing too. So what I created is this bag, and I don't know what I did with the paper. Oh, hang on just a second. So the majority of this paper I used, ouch, I just stuck my finger in between the arm of my chair and my desk. Okay, so this is upside down. This is this paper, Got Candy, and it is from Close to My Heart, and we all know that Close to My Heart, unfortunately closed down, but I loved it. As you can see, I used a lot of the stickers, and I used up, looks like I used all of the papers except for one, and then a few scraps. Now, keep in mind, I do mess up, so I don't know if I don't mess up that much, but sometimes I have to. Actually, I use a lot of I like to use the 110-pound weight cardstock for as much as I can, but this is a nice weight cardstock. So here is my bag. So all of this paper is from that collection, as well as the stickers that I used. And then I did the back as well in the little, I love that spider paper. So I'll show you that. This actually ended up being more of a scene than the other stuff, but then you can see that spider web paper in there, which is the back side of the spider paper. And I gotta take a breath. I used this small pom-pom trim that I had in my stash along the bottom. It's not perfect. It's not, I mean, it should be, but it's not. It's a very simple fold and fold up tutorial, but you do have to do a little bit of scoring and cutting. And then I used the bigger pom-pom trim that I had in my stash to do the upper part. And then I wanted to have the like hole punch in there so that you could see where the pockets are, because you end up with 3 pockets. So I made along with the tutorial, you do there's a string of hot glue. Oh my gosh, I think you could spend a good hour trying to get rid of all of that when you craft, but it drives me nuts. Okay, so we have the accordion pockets, and I did those in that polka dot, and then the polka dot is spider web on the other side. But it does, so you end up with 3 little pockets. So you have this one here, and then you have this one, and then you have the big one. So that is what that looks like. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I did put a little sequin pumpkin there, and I think that came from the collection too, because it came with a really generous bag of sequins with spiders and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. The spiders are, hey, little spider, are sequins from that. So that's the bag. And then I'm just going to slowly get into what is in it, or what's going to be in it. I have one of these little trick-or-treat things, so I put that in there. And then I don't know where my die is for this, but I had this pumpkin die in my stash, and when I say I don't know where it's at, I mean it's somewhere here on my desk, but I don't see it because it's not gathered up with my other stuff. So I thought that is very pretty, and I just did 110-pound orange cardstock, and then I used like a glitter cardstock that I had in my stash. I used a lot of stuff. Everything is pretty much from my stash. So, and then I just used, this was a piece out of one of the die cuts that I did use. And then I have this fat paper clip, and I've had these in my stash for a long time. So I punched a hole in it and added that, or that will be added. And then I did this set of bows, and this is a Scrap Diva Designs, and I don't think it has a name. Mini layer bows, and I just cut it out just like this. And I also, because I was thinking, I made a set in purple as well, but they're not included in the swap, but this kind of reminded me a little bit of candy, but those will go in my box for some other time, my die stash. And then I had just some black, like enamel dots or gemmies or whatever you want to call them in my stash. And so I used that, and I'm going to be honest, I think I might have dropped 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I might have dropped one of the bows and it was not retrievable. So anyway, the requirements were 6 crafty items. I don't know what is considered a set. To me, a set is 2, but sometimes they say 3. So the minimum I did was 3. And then this one, of course, I did more. And then you're supposed to send a store-bought goodie, a sweet treat, and a Memdex card. So that is that. Just so you guys know. what I'm doing, kinda. I don't even know what I'm doing. And then I know that these are for, I don't know that they're actually supposed to be flower centers, but I like them as flowers. I think they're different. And this is probably off of Temu or AliExpress. So I did use this die. And I made 3 of these. And I just used all of the papers from the collection. And then some stickers from just a sticker pack that I had in my stash, and I did little spiders. And I know this one's not quite in the center. I kind of wanted it to look like it was crawling onto there, but they're very cute. And then this one I did a pumpkin. So I thought those turned out pretty darn cute. And then I did a set of 3, what are these called? Clothespins. And there's tulle tied around it in orange and black. And then, now these were purchased in these colors. And then I kind of did, in the backing, I did 110-pound cardstock. And then I did a little, that just to add to it. And then I did do just a plain, what do you call it? Bag topper. But I used stickers that I thought were super cute. I used 2 different sheets of stickers. You're going to primarily see these kind. And I think I got them at Target. They were just a small, like, Hallmark set. But I just loved these. So these I did hot glue on here. So I thought that was really cute. So no dye needed for that. And then, oh man, I know I have it out here because I was just looking at it, or I thought I had it out here. But you guys will recognize this is one of the first times I've used this particular dye, and I think that I've had it for quite. Oh, here it is. I've had it for quite some time. I think it is. If they're not labeled, they're probably from Temu or AliExpress. Because when I first started doing this, I didn't label my dyes, or hardly ever use them, actually. So it's been a lot of fun for me to go back and use dyes that I haven't used. And so this is the little dye that I used, and it's so cute. And it worked out perfectly. And again, this is from Temu or AliExpress. Most likely AliExpress, because I've had it in my stash a long time. And Temu wasn't around. My stuff is falling over and it's making me angry. Oh, man. And then I drop stuff. Of course, I need to sweep in my craft room. I've got dyes sitting here that I want to use and dyes that I haven't used, or that I did use, I guess. Anyway, and my little container that I use to stack my dyes in keeps falling over. This is what I made, and I just did the backing out of the paper because, like I said, I wanted to use the paper up as much as possible. So I did just orange. I cut them on 110-pound cardstock, and then this one is covered with the orange and black polka dot paper. And then again, I just added some of those sticker elements, and then a sequin here, and a little puffy star there. And then this one I covered with the black star type paper. And again, it's all cut out on 110-pound cardstock, and then I cut another with the pattern paper. This one I put a gemmy on and a little puffy star, and then I did bats and an owl. And then this one I did the striped paper, and what did I put on here? A little gemmy, or a little puffy star and another gemmy. And then I did the little spiders, and then I did a skeleton in the middle. And then up here, I still have not cut out a bunch of, I have several bag topper dies, but I haven't taken the time to cut any out yet. So until I do, that's what you get. But I don't mean that to sound rude. And then I added in this little bookmark, which I thought was super cute. And I'm glad that I actually came back and revisited, because I think I almost forgot. I gotta add my gift in. And then I am gifting a little extra with the sequins, because I had such a huge bag of them. And I just threw what I felt was a healthy amount in there. You never know. I don't really know. And then for these, let's see. I gotta look at what this is first. Oh, so I used these paper baggies, or this paper baggie, and I did these tags. Now, I had these in my stash, the tags. They're wood tags, and I already had them covered, and so I have no idea. Actually, this is the same paper, which is weird, but not weird. So that worked out good. I didn't even realize it. So I went and covered them with, now this one was in my stash. It was a wood set that I had already glitter glued up in yellow, as you can see. I think it's super cute. And then I've obviously put some twine on it. And then this one is a die, and it comes from this Sizzix set, and I haven't put the witch's hat. Let me see. This is what it looks like for real, and I haven't put the other stuff back in there yet. It's sitting in my little container over here. So there is that die that I used. And then, so I didn't really know how to do it with the legs, so this is just what I came up with. I was like, should I do a pumpkin? What should I do? But this is more like, I'm melting, and her legs are up in the air and her hat's still there. That's my take on it from The Wizard of Oz. I'm melting, yeah. Okay, so this one is just a single little black cat die. I don't think I have this on my desk, but it was just a little teeny tiny die with the cat. And I'm gonna say it was a Temu or an AliExpress. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. It did come with the hat. I didn't really know. I think the pieces ended up being really super tiny for this little hat, and so I didn't want to mess with it. So, sorry, glue. Hot glue strings. So I just used some black stickles, and then you can see I had an orange buckle on it, kind of like this, only smaller. And then I decided just to put a gemmy over it. And then this is little a little bow, and I apologize that there's a little bit of glue on there. These are little bows that I got off of Temu for sure. And I'll show them to you. They're actually to, oh, here's my little cat. I don't know why he's sitting out, but that's it. It came with that and the hat. Oh, I bet I spilled him when I was getting ready to do this. So I'll have to find his little, you know, you can see how I store my dies. I'll have to find his little deal. So I'm going to put him in there. What was I talking about? Oh, I had gotten these off of Temu in assorted colors, and it's actually twist ties to tie up, you know, your bags and stuff. But I take them off. I mean, I do both, but I primarily take them off. And like I said, it was a bag of assorted colors. So if you notice, okay, this one is more of an orangey yellow. And so I chose that for this guy. So that is the 3 tags that I created. I'm so thrilled with it. I think they turned out adorable. So I'm going to put that there. And then this one, I think turned out super cute. And I have them in this. I'm going to have to see if I have another one of those because I have to put her store-bought gifts that I almost forgot in here. So I'm going to show you the die first if I can find it. It's a hot mess, but it's off of Temu, I believe. You can't tell really, but I think these are off of Temu because I was like, I have the Tim Holtz ones too. So I was kind of mad at myself when I bought them off of Temu, but hey, you can always have more than one set. And I was like, well, they gotta be shakers because, you know, they have all the little bits in them. But I had like, I couldn't figure. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember how to make a shaker. I was stumped. Let's just say that. But this is one that I used. This is one that I used. And then they have the matching inner thing for the, I don't know. I don't know how to explain myself very well. And then I used this one. So let me put these up. And then, you know, I had trouble with shakers. This one I don't have a Velcro on, so I just used a glue dot thingy, and it's okay, but it's kind of coming off. So I've had trouble with making shakers because I didn't know, I couldn't get the acetate to cut for me, and I knew it was just, I didn't have the right sandwich going on. So Bethany over at Your Crafty BFF does a really in-depth, pretty explanatory video talking, and I knew I just needed to get the right sandwich, but I have the Anna Griffin Empress, and I have a Sizzix hand crank, and then I have the electric, what is it called, Gemini maybe, I don't know, but I usually use not my crank one because I can't, because I have arthritis so bad it would kill me. But I was using my old Gemini that I have, and I decided, no, I want to use my Anna Griffin Empress, but I was very afraid of breaking it. But I figured it out, and of course, Bethany uses the 5 mil weight, what do you call that stuff? Foam. And so this, I think I wanted to put, I couldn't find my stamp. Okay. When I say I can't find something, I usually mean, this is embarrassing. I was too lazy to dig very deeply for it. So I know that I have the Tim Holtz ticket die and stamp set, which are 2 separate individual things, but I don't know where it's at, and I'm in transition of moving furniture, so I do have all my dies and my stamps in where they're going to be stored, but I was just too lazy to like really super look for them, because I kind of wanted it to say admit one and stuff like that. But then I realized that on that sticker sheet it had words, and so I was pretty happy with that. And then there is some of I actually forgot that I had this. And so the shaker bits that I used, surprisingly, I already put up. I never put anything up right away, but I did last night. Is from Michael's, and it's 2 different ones. And then I had these big orange sequins that I had gotten on clearance at Hobby Lobby. So I have those in there. And then this one I might not have put them in, but I'll see if, oh yeah, you can see them really well in this one. The little teeny tiny beads, you can get these from, I want to say Happy Crafter Shop, and sometimes you can find them at Hobby Lobby. But listen to that. Shake, shake, shake. I overfill my shakers. I mean, you still get the shaker sound, but this is like super shaker sound. Yay, 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 yay. I love it. And then stickers from the collection, and then from the little sticker sheet that I used. I love these. I feel like I'm getting really improving on my crafting. And then there's this one. And I have all of the little shaker balls in there, and the two different things from Michael's that I had picked up. I could actually walk over and get them, but I don't know that that's that important because I know that they're sold out. But yeah, and you can see I have the yellow shaker balls in there. But if you use the shaker balls, this is just my opinion, they really get it moving around, and we all know that. But you don't need to really fill it as full as I did. Now, the one thing I don't like is the little glitter pieces from the Recollections set that I got, or the set from Michael's, sticks to the acetate. I don't like that, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. And then I did add in some, let me find them. I might not be able to find them, but they're smaller than this, but they're the, what are these called? I don't know what these are called. That's not the regular word that we use, but they're the small seed beads. There we go. But they're way smaller than this. They should be here on my day. Yes, here we go. I had gotten a bunch of, or not a bunch, but I got several a couple of weeks ago. Several, I think I got 3. I got black, orange, and red. I didn't realize the orange were bigger, but here's the ones that I used. And do they say, I don't know what that, is that 16 plus the size, or I don't know. I'm not real versed in seed beads, you guys, but I know you can get them smaller, but this is the size that I used in there. So yes, I'm super excited with how these turned out. I think they're cute and very usable for cards or whatever. And then my sweet treat, I already bundled up, and it's just Mike and Ike spooky treats, sour spooky treats. I don't know how the sour Mike and Ike's are, but I had some sour stuff, and I was like, whoa, that's too much for me. And then I'm really proud of this, the Memory Decks card that we had to make. I'm just going to leave it in here and show it to you. But this is a die from KS Crafts, I believe. And I just love how it turned out. The fire was an accident. I cut it in yellow, and then I was using like some Nouveau stuff, and I just wanted to outline it, and I smudged it. So I was like, heck, I'm just going to go in, and I just took my finger and did that, and I think it made it really more real, I guess is the word I want to say. And then I took the green is some what is that stuff called? Stickles. And the silver is Stickles. And I believe the little tiny bit of yellow is Stickles as well. And then there was some cutout bubbles from the collection that I put on there. And then of course you can see all the sequins I used, and I think they were just sequins I had in my stash. And then I took Nuvo drops and did all the blue. So you've got black and white and the green glue. I feel like I just said blue, but I meant glue. I meant Nuvo drops. I don't even know what I'm saying. And so the trick with the Nuvo drops is you know, kind of swirl it when you're putting it out, and then it'll be like a ice cream cone tip is the best thing I can say. And then you lightly do that, and then it should flatten out for you. Not all of mine flattened out perfectly, but I'm okay with that. See, like this one still has a little, it's like a chocolate chip. But I'm okay with that because I was so happy with how this little thing turned out that I wasn't going to complain at all. So I really love it, and I hope my partner does too. And then on the back, I just took one of those tickets, the negative piece, and put, you know, my name and my birthday and my sweet treat. I can't remember what else we were supposed to put on there. And then my Instagram channel and my YouTube channel. So that is it. By the time you guys see this, it should have arrived to where it was supposed to, or I might post it sooner. And then I do have a little bag of goodies for Rebecca, but I'm not going to show those because they're for Rebecca and I want her to be surprised, which she will be. But I'll show you the adorable bag I put it in. Isn't that cute? So sweet. Okay, you guys, that is it. I know I got a little long-winded, but it was kind of a big, not really a big swap, but yeah, I had a lot of fun using dies that I haven't used and just having fun. So I will see you guys in my next crafty video. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Bye.